On May 13th, 1917, three young Portuguese children, Lucia dos Santos, who was about 10, and her two younger cousins, Jacinta and Francisco Morto, who were about 7 and 9, embarked on an unfortunate adventure of their own, but it's one that led them to canonization. They became saints in the church. In Portugal, in their small town in Portugal, the Blessed Mother appeared to them on May 13th and appeared to them every month through October 13th. And Our Lady talked to them about the importance of turning back to God through prayer and penance. She also talked to them about the importance of saying the rosary. She gave them some actually dire predictions. She'd said that the two younger children would die soon. Within a few years, both of them had died. She also promised that they would go to heaven. And she also predicted that if the world didn't turn back to God, a greater war than the one they were currently experiencing, was World War I, of course, a greater war would break out. It would take place during the reign of Pope Pius XII, and that would be World War II. She said, "You'll know that this will happen when a strange unknown light passes across the sky," and the aurora borealis appeared not too long before Hitler invaded Poland. She also promised them a miracle on October 13th. The famous miracle of the sun took place. About 70,000 people witnessed this miracle, in which the sun danced in the sky and hurled itself toward the earth. It was reported in the local papers, and yet I'm surprised a lot of people in our faith don't really know the story of Fatima. I would invite you to look up the story of Our Lady of Fatima. But the bottom line is, with all the dire predictions and the challenges and the turmoil that the kids faced, Our Lady gave a simple message, and in effect, in our current language today, she said, make it right with God. In the language of the day, she said, prayer and penance. Turn back to God with prayer. Turn back to God by doing penance. So my challenge today on this Feast of Our Lady of Fatima is very simply, look in the mirror and ask yourself, where am I with God right now? Am I in a good place with God? If not, what do I need to do to make up? And then you can turn to the Blessed Mother for her intercession, her maternal intercession, and say, help me make it right with God. Give me the opportunity to make my life right with God and do the things I need to do to be the person God made me to be. Turn to prayer, turn to Our Lady in the Rosary, and follow the example of the seers of Fatima, and make everything right with God and be the best person God made you to be. God bless, guys. Stay awesome.